All right, YouTube, let's clean the gas tank. This gas tank is from a 1983 Honda three-wheeler. It's got a little bit of rust. I mean, I could clean that up as it is. But hopefully I can fill this tank up enough with the vinegar that it hits that and cleans it up itself. It's not that bad. It is kind of like a light coat of rust in there some. White vinegar, distilled. It's a gallon. It was only like $3 from Walmart. And eventually some baking soda in a later step. Let's fill this tank up with the vinegar. And hopefully I don't make a mess. All right, we got a second bottle. Close it up. So I'm cleaning this off the tank now so that it doesn't eat through anything. Now we wait 24 hours. Now it's been a little bit less than 24 hours. We're looking at about 21 hours since it's been sitting. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like, because I'm gonna have to dump this out in a second. So first of all, if you look, that's nice and clean. Nice and clean there. Now this cap was sitting just sitting in it last night, and you can see it took off pretty much the whole coat of rust. And I could probably go through and wipe the rest of it off. Yeah, nice and clean for the cap, but there's actually stuff floating in it. Next thing is to dump it out. You can see all that rust that came out with the vinegar. Still a couple spots right there. This thing's pretty clean. All right. The next part is going to be to neutralize the vinegar, which is like an acid. We're going to use baking soda. So we're going to pour the baking soda in. I'm just going to use the whole box, and then we'll fill up with water to neutralize. Maybe not the whole box. Yeah, I'll use the whole box. This box of baking soda was like less than $1. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. That's probably good enough. That's a lot, actually. All right. All right, now we've got baking soda mixed in with the water in there. I'm just gonna put the cap on and slosh it around so the top and everything gets hit with the water. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Now there you can see all that rust that came out sitting at the bottom of this tank. That thing's looking really good inside. I know it's hard to see in the camera, but I can get down in there and see inside, and it looks good. Kind of like right there, that piece that you see in the middle. All right, I'm gonna rinse this through a couple times, and then we'll dry it out. All right, after hitting it with some air, now it's time to hit it with a little bit of heat just to make sure it's dry on the inside. Just some low heat. You could probably also sit this outside. All right, so now once you've dried it out with the heat, I did air, you don't want it to flash rust. And I can see this turning a little yellow in there. So a lot of people say to put oil in it. What I usually like to do is I just use 2-stroke oil. I'm gonna put a little bit in there, and I'm gonna kind of mix it around and just kind of make sure everything's coated a little bit, not a lot. And then I'll go back and add a little bit of gas, mix it all around, and then drain that out. So the gas will get most of it out, and then maybe do that twice. And then at that point, I can go ahead and put regular fuel in it. There might be a little bit of this oil left, but I'm not gonna put a whole lot in. I'm gonna put the cap on it, and I'm just gonna kind of set it on its side for a little bit, and then I'll come back later on, maybe put it upside down for a little bit, make sure the oil gets in there. They're all different spots, so probably for, you know, while I'm doing yard work and stuff, I'll come over here and turn it different directions and let it sit like this for a little bit, so all the oil gets down in this area, and all around. So the key is just to get a good coating on it and everything in there. And I might have to add a little bit more oil, we'll have to see, but that's the plan. As you see, a little bit got on there, but you want to get a good coating, so this thing doesn't start to rust back on you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the final process. So this oil's been in there. It's just 2-stroke oil. Get a little light there. You can kind of see where it's a little wet. I've just got the whole thing kind of soaked, just so it's a little, got a coating on it. Now I'm gonna try to go and get most of that 2-stroke oil out of it. So I'm just gonna put my gas can. Yeah, let's get my gas can and put a little bit of gas in it, not much. All right, a little red. All right, I'm gonna repeat again. Just a little bit of gas, just to help clean it out. But anyway, so see, it's gonna be hard to tell, but this gas tank is looking pretty good on the inside. All right, thanks for watching Big Germ's Garage. How to clean out rust from a gas tank.